You wake up because the dark has made a sound. Not a dream sound. A real sound. A crack outside the shelter. A slow scrape near the ground. Your eyes open, but your eyes give you almost nothing. There is no lamp. No switch. No locked door. Only black air, cold dirt, sleeping bodies, and the small orange shape of a dying fire. The fire is almost out. The warmth on your face fades. The circle of light shrinks. And the darkness at the edge of the camp moves closer. For ancient humans, this was not a strange night. This was prehistoric life after dark. This was survival. So what did ancient humans actually do when the sun went down? They listened. They gathered. They fed the fire. They watched each other. They remembered roots, threats, animals, seasons, and stories. And slowly, night became one of the hidden forces that shaped human evolution. For most of human history, night was not empty time. Night was a dangerous place. It covered the land, erased distance, hid teeth, and took away the one sense humans trust most: sight. During the day, your ancestors could see tracks in mud, fruit on branches, water between stones, and danger moving through grass. After dark, that world disappeared. And when the world disappeared, the body changed. Your hearing sharpened. Your pupils widened. Your imagination filled the empty space. Was that wind? Was that a branch? Was that something alive? Your modern life has lights, walls, phones, and doors. But your brain was not built first for bedrooms. It was shaped in landscapes where darkness could mean a predator, a rival group, a storm, a lost child, or one wrong step that ended your life. So why does a quiet room still feel strange at 2 a.m.? Because your nervous system remembers an older world. After dark, the first job was simple. Do not become food. Lions, leopards, hyenas, wolves, and other hunters could move through darkness far better than humans could. Your ancestors were intelligent. They made tools. They worked together. But alone, the human body was not powerful. Your teeth were small. Your claws were gone. Your night vision was weak. So what protected you when the dark took away the world? Other people. A group was harder to attack than one person alone. Many ears could hear danger. Many eyes could notice movement. One frightened sound could wake everyone. The group was not just company. The group was a living wall. But the strongest wall humans ever made was not stone. It was fire. Fire changed the night. It did not erase danger, but it pushed danger back. It made a circle. Inside the circle, there was warmth, light, cooked food, faces, tools, hands, and voices. Outside the circle, there was blackness. That circle changed everything. Food became safer. Cold became less deadly. Predators became more cautious. And faces became visible after sunset. That mattered more than it sounds. A face in firelight can show fear, anger, trust, pain, a warning. Your ancestors did not survive only by reading tracks. They survived by reading each other. Around the fire, the world became smaller. A child curled near an elder. Someone repaired a stone tool. Someone scraped animal hide. Someone turned food near the coals. Someone watched the edge of the light. Every small sound mattered. A twig cracking could be nothing. A twig cracking could be everything. This is why fear after dark is not weakness. It is an ancient alarm system. Your body changes in darkness because uncertainty is expensive. Your heart may beat faster. Your hearing feels sharper. Your imagination fills empty space with possible threats. That imagination can embarrass you in a modern hallway. But in an ancient camp, it could save your life. But ancient humans did not spend every night in terror. That is the twist. Night was dangerous. But it was also useful. Darkness forced people together. Fire gave them extra hours. And those extra hours may have helped create culture. Anthropologist Polly Wiesner studied firelit conversations among Hontsi people in southern Africa. She found that daytime talk often focused on practical problems, while nighttime talk moved more toward stories, emotions, imagination, social bonds, and people who were not present. During the day, survival pulled attention outward. Where is food? Where is water? Who is missing? Which track is fresh? After dark, movement slowed. The group Saturday. The fire held attention. The mind turned inward. Memories became stories. Warnings became lessons. Lessons became culture. A story about a predator near the river was not just entertainment. It was a map. A story about a careless hunter was not just gossip. It was training. A story about the dead, the sky, or strange beings in the dark was not childish fantasy. It was a way to make fear speak. Night also changed sleep. Modern people imagine sleep as one long block. One bed. One room. One private body. Ancient sleep was probably lighter, more broken, and more social. Why would everyone sleep deeply at the same time if danger moved at night? Some people may have woken naturally. Some may have tended the fire. Some may have listened while others rested. Children slept near adults. Elders knew which sounds mattered. A sleeping group was not a machine turned off. It was a living system. Your own body still carries this. A strange noise can wake you before you understand it. A baby crying can cut through sleep. A footstep outside the door can feel louder than traffic. Even in sleep, part of you listens. What mattered most after dark? Not comfort. Coordination. The fire was not just warmth. It was a schedule. It told the group where to sit, when to cook, when to speak, when to repair, when to rest. Without fire, darkness scattered attention. With fire, darkness became organized. And that may be the biggest secret. Night did not only threaten ancient humans. Night trained cooperation. It pulled the group into one small circle. Fear became shared. Food became negotiated. Stories became remembered. Your ancestors were not just surviving the dark. They were becoming social minds inside it. And that ancient night still lives inside you. Why does a horror movie work better after sunset? Why does a coat on a chair look like a figure in the dark? Why does loneliness feel heavier at night? Why does a campfire still make people talk differently? Your modern brain has electricity. But your ancient brain still respects shadow. When light is low, your brain guesses. It fills gaps. It would rather mistake a branch for a snake than a snake for a branch. That bias can create fear where no danger exists. But it also kept your ancestors alive when danger was real. So what did ancient humans do after dark? They survived. But not only by hiding. They watched the edge of the world. They protected children. They cooked, repaired, listened, remembered, and slept close to others. They turned fear into warnings. They turned warnings into stories. They turned firelight into culture. And through that process, night stopped being only an enemy. It became a teacher. The sound that woke you may have been a predator. It may have been wind. It may have been another person shifting near the fire. But your body did not wait to know. It listened first. That is the inheritance of ancient night. Because you wake up when the dark makes a sound, and somewhere deep inside your modern brain, your ancestors are still listening.